Everybody doing? King Ding back here. So the Eagles lose to the Patriots. And let me say this for all the Folesian Society members because you're going to want to hear it. Carson came up small at the end. He didn't have a good game. That is very true. Carson did not have a good game. I completely agree. That said, it's also a failure on the part of Howie Roseman to get no help but Jordan Matthews this whole bye week. The offense, the coach, offensive coordinator. Horrible game plan, horrible scheming, horrible play calls down at the end. It's a failure of Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz made some bad throws at the end when he had to get them. He came up small. The wide receivers came up small. The whole offense should be indicted on this. The whole offense was bad today. It was not good. And for that reason, the Eagles are 5-5. And they got to figure a way to fix this out. Now, I don't need to go over stats and all that crap. I'm just going to let you guys vent, and I'm going to hear what you have to say. You know? So, we got 121 people, 19 likes. Please like, please subscribe if you're new. And let's get this. Let's see what some people say. David says, why didn't they call a timeout on fourth down? It's a great question. I don't understand it either. Why not get the right play call? I don't get it. Pat's punter put a clinic on us. Great punting, man. Yeah, buddy, what's up, buddy? Nelson should have caught that ball at the end. I agree. I know it was a hard catch, but you got to make it. Our receivers are horrendous. They're horrendous. Here's the whole thing. Carson missed some. I mean, he's got to hit Goddard. The Nelson Aguilar thing got tipped, but somehow you got to get it to him. And I blame him down the stretch. But at the same time, did you see some of the play calls? Like the one play where second down 10, you're trying to go down there. You run one receiver going up, like crossing the middle deep. You have no receivers on the right side, and you have Aguilar just sitting there waiting. It was like, what are you doing? Jordan Matthews stinks. Should have just kept Goddard and Ertz and used Sanders for that little dude. Yeah, I agree. Overall, we played like garbage. Defense, I have no issue with the defense. They played great. They kept us in it. But this offense is atrocious. And the Eagles got to find a way to start getting some of these guys open, scheming your receivers open. No, Paul, there's no creativity on offense. Yes, I agree. Eagles blow big sausage. Yeah. Going to have to blame Howie. I think Howie deserves some of the blame because where was the other receiver we got? We didn't get anybody but Jordan Matthews. They were down only 7 an entire half, and they threw the ball 40 times. This is why they lost the game. They played right into their hands. Yeah, they abandoned the run. When they did run, it was very obvious that they were running. They went Boston Scott over Miles Sanders. You're right about that. So who you're picking in the first round this year is done. This year's not done. This year's not done. And I know the Wentz haters, I'm sure Nitro Freak is already, I think he just put a video out saying it's all Carson's fault. But as always, that's not the full case of it. Groh deserves 100% of the blame, lack of creativity. Oh, he cannot scheme a wide receiver open to save his life. We just make so many goofy mistakes. We do. They gotta change things, man. AB would have caught that. Oh, AB would be. Yeah, I mean, we don't need AB. I mean, you know. Losing lane hurt. Eagles are not done. Bad division. Still up for. Oh, division. Oh, yeah, that season's not over. Carson was just looking around and no one was open. A lot of times there was nobody open. He did miss some passes down the stretch that are fair. They're his fault. But at the end of the day, fourth down, he threw a perfect strike to Aguilar. And it was a little tough adjustment. But you got to make that catch as a professional football player. They need to hire me as offensive coordinator. I'll scheme them open. I say hire you. I would love to fire Groh. This season's over. You can't deny it. Eagles are 5-5. So if you won the rest of your games, you're 11-5. And if you lose to Seattle, you still have 5 easy games, and you play Dallas. The season's far from over. The Patriots fans trolling me, talking about Brady the Great, and threw 0 touchdowns. The defense did a good job on Brady. Though they got pass happy and banned the run. That's true. They totally did. I cannot. Well, I'm going to hate watching this film, the All-22. But Carson needs to throw a better ball. He did. He did. He missed that throw to Goddard. Really was horrible. Your Eagles can't beat. We're gonna play Dallas again. How in God's name do you envision being Seattle and Dallas will smoke us again? Um, Look, you don't think the Eagles can beat Dallas and Philly? I do. I definitely do. Every time I see Dallas receivers, they're always find open and like. Not only that, they make great catches. They make great catches. I can tell you two great catches that led to touchdowns. Gallup made a nice catch in a pass interference. He got pass interfered with, still came down with the ball. Then you had even Elliott had a bad screen where he had to go reach for it down, barely caught it, turn around and ran it in for a touchdown. I have to poop, but no toilet in sight. What do? Hold it in. And if not, run for the woods. Edelman was the best quarterback on the field today? Okay. I think we should have played J-Train at least. He didn't even play. No, people crazy. No one saw us beating them with what we had coming in for so close. Yeah. But blame because of a drop again. To be this close and lose because of a drop again. But they're always going to blame Carson. I think Carson deserves some credit for not playing great. I don't think he was great. That said, it's far from his fault. Well, Jackson, So are we going to finally say that Carson Wentz is not our future? No. He just signed him to a, $100 million contract? He's your future. He's going nowhere. Carson's staying right where he is. Sperm Cell, thank you for the super chat, buddy. I appreciate it. Could you imagine if Dak had Wentz receivers? This would be comical. Oh, it would be horrible. Could you imagine Mark Holmes would be crying the blues? I mean, we deal with this. We're dealing with unprecedented crap at wide receiver. Yeah, Wentz wasn't good today either. I agree. I love my team, but if our weapons are hurt, we're obviously not going to do much. Yeah. We really need Antonio Brown, man, or I guess the organization just throwing the season away. They really confused me what they did last week with signing Jordan Matthews and nothing else. I'm not against cutting all our wideouts, but just signing some kid at this point. Yeah, I mean, look, I would give people chances. Unlike Aguilar, absolutely, A.B. Moon. Carson drops a dime on Nelson. How do you drop it? The ball is in your hands. And it happens every week. Every week. And Wentz threw a beautiful pass to Aguilar. He did. He made some bad passes, putting them in 4th and 10. But, yeah, I mean, what disappoints me is like, I get the struggling. You're playing New Orleans. I mean, you're playing New England. You're playing a great defense. You're playing Belichick. I get it. But I just don't understand the lack of play, ingenuity. Like, there's no creativity to their plays. They run the same plays, the same passes, same plays over and over again. It's I don't understand it. Seattle can strike quick on you. That's what is bad, Wentz needed to hit Sanders more out of the backfield. He didn't even throw to him. Wentz throws the ball too fast. Fastballs are hard to catch. Look. The problem is you don't have receivers that get open, that get enough space to put in pillows. You have no choice but to throw them. How good is New England on offense if your playoff team, you win that game at home? They're not great offense. Wentz looked bad the last drive. He did. I thought he did for the most part. There was a couple nice throws. I thought he did put a perfect pass to Aguilar in the end zone that needed to be catched. Was anyone open before Wentz fumbled? I'll have to look at the all 22. The problem with the fumble was he didn't see it was coming, but you can't fumble that ball. The crazy part, I knew that he was going to start blaming Aguilar. What about Carson Wentz? This offense was terrible. We can't keep blaming receivers. I can blame the receivers when they stink. Of course I can, but I guess you missed the first part where I basically talked about Carson not playing good. So I don't know what you're talking about. At this point, just tank the rest of the season. Yeah, you're not even going to get a high draft pick. I think they missed Alshon today. If he played, the Eagles would have won. If he was healthy. Problem is, Alshon hasn't been healthy. Brady fell off the cliff and is riding defense back. Huh? If we don't win Seattle Seahawks game, I'm done with the season. Do I think we're done for the season? Absolutely not. You still got Seattle. Then you have the 2 games versus the Giants against the Redskins. Those should be 3 wins. You got Miami, that's 4 wins, and then it's going to come down to that Dallas Cowboy game. And why did they pull Arcega-Whiteside off the field? He makes one nice catch, and they pull him off the field. Is it lack of talent or scheme that makes our offense? Army. I think it's both. I think we're dealing with 2 different issues. I think we don't have a good enough offensive coordinator that can scheme bad wide receivers open. You know? I think it's both. You thought the same thing, Sean Gibson? Yeah, I mean, it is. Can we blame the play calling on the offense? Yeah, I think you can. I mean, look, when I'm calling out, oh, this is a run, oh, they're going to do it, that's a problem. Because if I know it, then Belichick knows it. You think they used all their energy the first half? Yeah. I mean, I would if I had just give me 1 year with this team, I would change so many things. Time to clean up the wide receiver. Only guy should keep is Westside. Yeah, I think at least I don't know why they pulled Arcega-Whiteside out of the game. I mean, look, what you guys really think? I don't want to get into it. To me, the worst receiving core I've ever seen in Eagles franchise history. Sorry, but quarterback has improved while yours regressed. I don't even agree with that. That's stupid. You know, the great thing is you got to play the rest of the season out. So, yes, Carson failed today to bring the Eagles back, but he's going to get other chances. He's going to get legitimate, real biggest games of his career. The Dallas game that's coming is the biggest game of his career. Howard, I don't know if he's out next week. Chris Redmond, congratulations on your win. You guys deserved it. And, hey, that's why you're 9-1. Howie, Groh, and Schwartz need to be fired today. I'm with you. If the Eagles will win the division, Cowboys will fall short with a tough schedule ahead, and the Eagles will coast with being the Reds. Yeah, well, I mean, that's what, we have to hope. We're not going nowhere. Our receivers are trash. Yeah, they are trash. What offensive coordinator would you bring in? I don't know who I would bring in yet, but I probably would pluck them out of the Kansas City Chiefs franchise. Like, I want to know who's there right now, because the way they run their offense, that vertical offense, is how I want to change and revamp my whole offense. So I'm looking for a offensive coordinator who is going to be a vertical offensive coordinator, who is going to get me fast wide receivers, guys that fit my quarterback, because the receivers he has stink. Thank you, Nelson, giving the pass the game to. Yes, I hear you. I'm not hating, but seriously, time to look at Carson Wentz. Carson did have a great game. I mean, I agree with you, but like I said, there are more problems than him. I know it sounds great, but I would get Tony Romo as offensive coordinator. Romo knows his stuff. 500. I'm happy. Defense was great. I have no problem with defense at all. Once again, clutch touchdown pass. Yeah, touchdown pass was dropped. I don't care what anybody says. That ball was in Nelson's arms. Another receiver. I bet you Mike Gallup makes that catch. I bet you Randall Cobb makes that catch. I know Amari Cooper makes that catch. All I can name. I bet you Shepard makes a catch. I bet you Golden Tate makes that catch. I can bet you a ton of guys that make that catch, but not Nelson. Wentz did not play well. I agree. I agree with you. Wentz did not show he played well. He came up short on that last drive, especially bad passes, and that's on Carson. He's got to fix that. But on 4th down, he still delivered the touchdown pass. Nelson needs to be gone. Oh, he does. Look at Wentz record teams above 500. Enough said. Look at it this year. He's beaten teams over 500. So I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, I think Wentz deserves a C for this game. I think that's fair. I have no problem with C. Put glue on Nelson's gloves, yes. When that ref was about to tell him wrong, almost fooled him. What do you mean? That was a great pass. It was a great pass for his pressure. It was. They pulled a trick play on us. That's how they beat us. Bill's an asshole. That's Bill Belichick, dude. You know, why didn't we pull anything back? Wentz has only one of the worst records versus above 500. This year, he beat Buffalo. He beat Green Bay. Those were all above 500 teams, were they not? And they were on the road. There's something wrong with this team. There is something wrong with this team. There's something wrong with this offensive coordinator. There's something wrong with the personnel. Your personnel, like your receivers, don't match your quarterback. The style of offense that you play does not match your quarterback. Folesian society is in full effect. There's a Folesian meeting happening right now. I think Nitrofique's probably putting on the big Folesian society hat, getting ready for the meeting. Cowboys will lose next week. Watch. Yeah, they're going to lose next week. Absolutely. 500, it's the best plain and simple fact. Wentz does not deserve this poor wide receiver. Oh, Brandon, it's the worst in Eagles history. Oh, Friendly Neighborhood Blue, thank you so much for the super chat. It says Dak is better than Wentz as of right now. We will see week 16 if it stays true. Friendly Neighborhood, fair enough. We're going to see again. We're going to get to play you again. Thank you for the super chat. They didn't see a Jai at all. No, Foles didn't play good. Wide receivers had only 3 catches. No, yeah. Eagles as a whole don't seem to have a swagger or energy. I mean, look, let's go back to the bye week, right? You beat Chicago. You know, they had to know Alshon was hurting. They had to know Howard was hurting. They had to know these guys were hurting. Deshaun has surgery. They go out and they get Jordan Matthews. Jordan Matthews was a free agent. Okay? I like Jordan Matthews for what he is. But he's slow. He can't get open. You saw him that one out where he runs out. He can't even get any separation. Okay? And then he drops a ball on the sideline, a perfect pass in his hands. Why was he the only guy we got? But hey, it has a chip. And what does Dak have? I missed the first part of that. How does Nelson drop that? It's what he does. Nelson Aguilar drops all of those. Bring back Todd Pinkston. He can't much worse than what we have. I agree. I think Pinkston's better than what we have. Because Pinkston could run a deep route. He can run a deep route. Once missed wide open throw. He did. He missed some wide open throws, and he deserves to get that. He deserves that criticism. Morgan, hey, what's up? And says, Doug and Groh need to go before Carson is too old to play. As usual, we have owned the first quarter, and Doug gets away from what was working. I'm sick of it. Why sign a J and not play him? Frustrated. And I agree with you. It's very frustrating. Totally frustrating. Hired Tony Romo. Why not? You know, look, Carson was not perfect. I'm disappointed with those passes at the end by him. The Goddard pass was really bad. Ertz pass, these are wide open guys. Has the pressure gotten to him that much that he's making these bad throws? Possibly, but why not roll him out? I don't understand. And when a few times where he scrambled out and made passes, he made great plays. Arcega-Whiteside made a great catch and they pulled him out of the game. I don't get it. Wentz is and always will be better than quarterback than Dak. Wars, I agree. Get rid of the whole offense. Throw one side of football. You got to change this whole offense. Are we going to talk about the missed throws? Carson Wentz. Didn't I just do that? Well, let's talk about it. I can think of 2 on the last drive that were bad throws. I could think of one in the first quarter to Mac Hollins. Those were the 3 real bad ones. You can tell me which other ones. Wentz has tunnel vision. Dude, if you had these wide receiving core, wouldn't you? We got to get better receivers. Got to get a lot better receivers. Good job, Philly. I checked out a lot of streams. You had like 3 times more people than anybody. They lost, but you still had more. That's awesome, Bill. Thank you for checking out. I'm glad to hear that, man. It's awesome. Dak is the best quarterback in his class. We'll see. As a Cowboy fan watching the Eagles, I will admit that your receivers suck. They do. Thank you. Great Fish is here. Thank you. Wentz ain't better than Foles. Yeah, he is. I tell you what, Foles is DJ Chark. He is better than every wide receiver we have. I mean, sign AB, to me, it's like a no-brainer. I don't know what the Eagles are waiting for. $4,500. You guys were in the Amari Cooper trade deal, but pulled out when it took a first. We did. We could have had him. He would have been a huge addition for us. I mean, Dallas Cowboy fans will tell you the difference Amari Cooper made. And then you look at Gallup in his second year. He's come along. And then you bring in Randall Cobb in the slot. They have legitimate weapons. Eagles have nothing. Yeah, injuries hurt us, absolutely. But talk about Lane Johnson going down hurting us all the time. Yeah, I think it definitely hurt us. It's like as soon as Lane Johnson went out, did you notice we didn't run the ball as much? We weren't committed to it anymore. And then I don't know why they didn't run Miles Sanders more. They were running Boston Scott, but it became very predictable. And when they did run it, like I said, it was very predictable. I think Lane Johnson. I mean, Carson took a lot of heat, a lot of punishment. When Lane went out, it hurt us. No question. We have two good wide receivers. They're both injured. Yeah. Well, look, and even Alshon this year playing, he's at 50%. We got 404 people here. Please like, please subscribe. Let's get those likes over 100. Wentz is better than Dak. Wentz is playing amazing. So is Dak. But the difference is Dak has weapons. Yeah, look, Patriots fan, I agree with you. But I also want to say that I think Carson did come up small at the end with some bad passes. He could have put himself in a position where you would have had like third, and I just got to think saying trolling 500 versus Pats. Mark Holmes, I gotta double moonwalk his ass. Cowboys D not making excuses, just giving reasons why they lost. Dumbass, yeah. I don't know. JJ made a great catch, and then I watched as he runs off the sideline. I didn't see him back in the game. So all I'm saying is we are far from just bad receivers. This game was so frustrating. 10 points all game. Look. Carson was not good this game. I agree with you. But go watch the other teams. Go watch when guys throw balls that are a little off, a little here, a little. Guys make plays. Nobody can make anything for this guy. Nobody can make a catch. I'm not saying he was perfect. Carson deserves this criticism. But it's not all just him. This is all my only point. People always say, well, you protect him. But the truth is I'll tell you when he's not good. He stunk the first half of the Atlanta game. He stunk in the Dallas game. And he was not good for 3/4 of this game. He wasn't great. He wasn't good. That said, every time he does something good and somebody else drops a ball, this or that, it's his fault. And that's what's unfair. These wide receivers can't catch balls in the bread, but they can't. They can't. I mean, he had an interception taken off, which was a pick, but right through Goddard's hand. You're a Cowboys fan now? It's no cigar tonight. No cigar for me. I don't get to smoke a cigar. And then next week, I don't feel good about that game. This was a game I felt better about. I felt better about this game than next week. Let's face it, Carson lacks consistency. Well, in order to have consistency, you have to have people that are consistent around you. David says, calm down, Eagle fans. Your season's far from over. David, thank you for the super chat. Thank you for telling and speaking the truth. Season is far from over. Harry says, Peters and Sproles are done. We need Jesus. Defense played good. Carson needs reliable receivers. Absolutely. Carson may be dealing with conference problems at this point. What do you think? I think he deals with confidence in certain players. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think he trusts them. But, I mean, look, Carson missed a couple passes that were not going to be first downs. They weren't touchdown passes. They were going to put you in 3rd and short and 4th and short. That doesn't mean you're going to get the first down. At the same time, he made some bad throws. On 4th down, he threw a strike to Aguilar in the end zone. He needs to catch it. How can anyone elaborate? I bet we lose into the Giants. Well, here's the thing. Do you believe the Eagles can beat the bad teams? Miami, Giants twice, and the Redskins. That's 4. You have 5 wins. That's 9 wins. Then you have a matchup against Dallas. If you beat Dallas, you're 10-6. You're probably going to win the division. It's going to come down to that game. Season's far from over, guys. Season's over. Eagles trash. Let's go. See, and Cowboy fans always catch themselves in this. They go up one game and they start saying the division's over, and then they lose the next week. You got to go play New England now. You go play them. You go play him in New England. You may lose. What if we beat Seattle? All of a sudden, what? We're tied again. You hope we lose out? Don't make that. I don't hope that. I don't. Other wide receivers make the plays for quarterback. Could it be that Wentz throws are just harder to snag? So you're saying that professional athletes, professional receivers, can't catch a guy's ball because they're too hard. I have a hard time believing it, especially when you grew up in the days of Dan Marino and John Elway, and they used to talk about how John Elway would throw a ball so hard it would put the mark of the tip of the ball in his people's hands, but they caught it. People would break fingers on some of John Elway's throws, but they caught it. Why can't our guys catch? He make the money act like Carson doesn't play like it. No, just because he makes the money doesn't mean it's all his fault, is my point. Ismail, thank you for the super chat, buddy. I appreciate it. And see, then it turns into I have to protect Carson Wentz when I'm telling you he hasn't been that good. I've been saying it. I feel like it. I don't think he was great. I think he made a lot of mistakes. I think he deserves some of the blame. But you gotta put it in perspective. Wentz lost the game for us in the last couple drives. I don't care. I love him, but he missed some throws, man. He made it hard on himself. I agree with you there. He did not come up big. Alshon, Ertz, and Dallas all catch others that no one catches. They don't catch crap. What is Alshon, Ertz, and Dallas? They don't catch anything. They drop all year. Romo was right. If Aguilar catches that ball, the stadium erupts. It does. That's a touchdown. It was a touchdown pass. Philly 500, it's not Carson, it's our receivers and losing Frank to Indianapolis. I think you have three major problems going on for the Eagles. One, injuries. Deshaun Alshon hurt. Bad. Two, Mike Groh does not know how to be creative. He does not know how to scheme wide receivers open. There are some plays I was calling. I can't wait to go back and watch. And then three, your receivers are the worst of franchise history. And you're dealing with those three things. And then Carson didn't play his best game. He came up small. Imagine picking up Jordan Matthews thinking he's going to have helped. The man was bad here. He was bad everywhere else. And he's bad again. Howie and his analytics are cheeks. I couldn't agree with you more. Totally agree. Frank was a big loss. So was Joe Douglas. You lost. Who'd you lose? You lose Phipp, not Phipp. You lose what's his face in Jacksonville, and then you lose Frank Reich. If we don't cut these receivers next year, they need to cut them. You know, you're actually going to watch the garbage again? Are you crazy? I gotta watch it again. Because when people tell me this guy's open, I go back and I watch it. I always do. I watch the all 22. How did Dallas win the Lions and we lost them? Stafford didn't play. That's the first thing. Am I happy with Wentz's performance? No, I'm not. I'm more disappointed in the last drive with Carson. That's where my biggest issue is. But I'm not happy with him. But I'm not happy with the whole offense and the coaching staff and everybody on anything to do with offense. For the 500 kids said put the tree up. Tree's up, Sharkies girl. I already did it. It's up. It's been up a week. I got 3 trees up. Nitro Freak really made a video about Carson being trash. Please destroy him next time. I knew he would. I knew he would. He's always going to blame Carson. We're going to get into it in the next thing again, I'm sure. I love him, but me and him don't see eye to eye with that. I want A and B. Nelson Aguilar has no heart, no dog in him. He's a bum because I agree, Steven. No, we lost. When you watch again, you please be more honest. See, man, I think you're not honest. I think you're unfair and you're not honest. I'm honest. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I can tell you a guy stinks, a guy makes a bad play. But you want to put everything on one guy when it's not fair. It's not valid. And you have another agenda. Just admit it. Nick Foles is your guy. Just say it. Your favorite quarterback is Nick Foles, is it not? Whiteside makes a play and Doug sits him. I know, he pulls him out. I'm a huge Carson fan, but he played bad today. Yeah, he missed. He did. He did miss throws. I agree. I don't know how many times I can say it. What I won't say is Carson Wentz is trash and it's all him and he's the only reason we lost was because of Carson Wentz. That is what people want me to say. I can't say it. I can tell you it was bad. He wasn't good. But I'm not going to say that's why. Nitro Freak that EA does. Love you, Philly 500, but you got to give it to the Patriots. Love and respect your team, man. Got to give it Patriots. Patriots are the Patriots. 9-1. They have a good defense. Belichick knows what he's doing, and you got to give it to him. I hate having to rely on other teams to try to make the playoffs. Right now, you don't have to. You still can win the division. It's still in our hands. Our tackles are a huge reason Wentz was rushed all game. When Lane got hurt, they got pressure. You know, as soon as Belichick goes over the sideline and you see him talking to defense, you knew they were coming. Greg Ward, yeah, where's Greg Ward? Fagler needs to be released Monday morning. I agree. Carson has an injured Jeffrey and they trade Nelson. Dak has a veteran Cobb, tough Beasley, a veteran Witten. And don't forget Gallup. Foles would have won this game. Yeah. See, this is what people do. They go, oh, I'm going to go back and compare 2017 Super Bowl to this. See, the Eagles would have won because they came back. But it's a different team, man. Carson, man, he's a freak in nature. The Eagles need to make some moves. The Eagles need to help. Carson was not, he was not good today. I don't know how many times I can say it. I want Wentz to be the guy, but a quarterback has to make one play when it's needed most. Yeah, he had to make a play today. I agree. You know, if you have that every week, then you got a problem. But we haven't seen that all year, every week. We've seen him put the team in position to win all year. Today was the first time he really didn't step up. No, it's not made in the USA. Do release Nelson and have Jason Kelsey play. Why not? What's your opinion on all the missed calls this game? I'm very frustrated. They are, you know. How he could have replaced Jenkins. Well, now they're talking about signing Jenkins, Lane, and Ertz to an extension. So you're going to have two 29-year-old guys and a 31-year-old guy signed to an extension. Once again, how is this team getting younger? Where are we going to get younger at? Speed needs to be a team's major. Big Birds, you ain't kidding. How you feeling against the Cowboys? I'm ready for the Cowboys when the time comes. You know? Wait, you wearing a jersey is a jinx. All 2017, you didn't wear one. That's true. I didn't think of that. That may be the whole problem. Trade Wentz for Dax. There are so many rumors of us signing amazing players, but we never do. I know. You know, and I get frustrated because I don't want to make videos on it, but when I read reports from Ian Rappaport and stuff, I got to give my opinion, and then it doesn't come, and then people blame me. Why don't I call Jeffrey out? I do call Jeffrey out all the time. But I also feel like Jeffrey's hurt. Like, I really feel like Jeffrey's playing injured, and he's playing through bad injuries. So I give him a break on that. If I thought he was healthy, I would call him out. Jenkins using politics. I don't know. Wentz has some bad throws, but man, these receivers are terrible. Arcega-Whiteside played good, but didn't get enough snaps. They should have get J.J. Nelson for deep throw. I agree with you, Real King. And Carson wasn't good, no doubt about it. My issues with Carson are the fourth quarter or the last drive. You miss some throws. It's unacceptable. Carson has to be better than that. If that's the reason we were losing every week because of like last drives, I would be on him. I would be killing him. But we've seen this year that a lot of the games we lost, he put us in a position to win, and team didn't step up. So this today is fair. Sproles is definitely done. I mean, Jason Peters got hurt again today too. Love you, fellow 500. You have a level-headed view. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm trying to, you know. What's up, Captain Witten? Ed Reed is a head coach. He can motivate. Yeah. Nelson needs surgery for new hands. Made in the USA, man. Win or lose, I love your stream on Gabe. Thank you. Thank you, Made in the USA. It means a lot to me. How did Barnett miss a sack on? I don't know. He went high. No speed, no hands. You know, I mean, there's a couple plays in that last series. Like, okay, 4th and 10, you have 3 timeouts. You don't even use a timeout to get the right play. You rush up and you snap the ball. That made no sense to me. And you saw that New England came with a blitz. We should have called a timeout. Instead, the 2nd and 10, on that last series, 2nd and 10, you have one wide receiver going across the middle deep. You have no receivers on the right side, and you have Aguilar. You only had 2 receivers out there. What's wrong with Howie let get Antonio Brown? I don't know. See, and I think Howie's part of the blame. Nelson can't catch. No, Nelson Aguilar has to go. We are still in it, yeah. We had no timeouts on that play. We had 3 timeouts in the game because they got the ball back and we used 3 timeouts. That's how we got the ball back. We didn't use a timeout to call the right play. I was right. I won't put you on the spot, but Jenkins is way past his prime. Yeah, I mean, look. No, I hear you. I mean, I don't understand what you mean politics. Like, I don't understand what you mean he's using politics. You have to explain that to me. But he's older, and they're going to assign him to an extension. How he not suspend? You can't keep it. Yeah. No Antonio Brown. Come on, guys. You should be in. He shouldn't be in jail. He's got to be convicted. Spunky 1991, my man is here. Everybody sub up my man Spunky, great YouTuber. Make sure you have subbed him up if you haven't. He's definitely worth it. Me and him don't always agree, but he's the real deal. The defense did its job. The offense did not complement the defense. Carson is my guy, but he have to play better. Totally agree. He's got to play better. Carson came up small at the end. That's very fair to say. At the same time, if Aguilar catches that last ball, we're not talking about it. Brady didn't even throw a touchdown, let my ass off. He did nothing too. I bet he's not getting. No, and he's not going to. He won. Is the helmet on your wall painted or is it a sticker? What about the catch and fumble? Which one? Offensive play calling is horrible at times. Too much congestion and tight end. Yeah, like there was one play where they had Nelson Aguilar run a 2-yard crossing route. And he's the only guy with speed or any athleticism, and you have him running a 2-yard crossing route. It's totally ridiculous. Carson made big throws and missed big throws, but Philly offense needed change coordinator. Groh has to go. Yeah, because there's no ability to scheme guys open to say, okay, we're going to do this, and this is going to get Nelson open here. We're going to do this and try to get Jordan. They don't know how to do it. Brady does it. The Patriots do it the whole game. It's not good, man. It's not good. Philly can't lie. I do love Nick. He brought me a Super Bowl. But look, game fan football is just an Eagles fan. I just watch a bad quarterback play. You watched bad quarterback play. I get it. I get it, man. It's all good. It's all good. Like I said, Carson deserves blame. But, geez, there's so much more blame than just him. It's not just him. I know he makes the big money, but everybody will always put it on the quarterback. That's how it's going to be. But it's not the truth. It's not the reality of what's going on for this team. There's so much more problems than Carson. And Carson was bad on the last drive. He didn't come up when we needed him. Except for that pass that Aguilar dropped. We had a chance to win. We did. I mean, could you imagine if Aguilar makes that catch? You're talking a tie game. You're not talking about the passes Carson missed on the last drive. Imagine if he makes the catch in the Atlanta game. You're talking about game-winning touchdown. Things change quickly. We couldn't score so much, but Wentz overthrows his receivers and Nelson can't catch. Yeah, Carson was not good, man. Carson was not good, but that doesn't mean, when I hear he sucks or trade him, get rid of him. Like, that's all just crazy talk. How can the Eagles beat the Seahawks, but the Eagles beat... I don't know. I don't know how you beat the Seahawks, because Russell Wilson is going to run around that field. He's going to hit guys long, and it's going to be a very frustrating game. Yeah, I agree, penalty boxed. Not enough plays under center. Continues to try a run from shotgun when you can clearly run play action rollouts from under center. Yeah, and they don't run rollout. They don't roll Carson out. They lose Lane Johnson. They keep him in it. When they were running the play action off of him under center, they had some success. But they just got away from it. It's all Jeffrey Lowe. It's all him. It's a lot. A lot of it, to me, is Howie Roseman. Do you think the Eagles will win another? Yeah, we'll win another Super Bowl. I think so. Carson hasn't been the same since his injury. He was sensational in 2017. Yeah, but I think that's it's easy to look at the statistics and things going on, but I think you got to look at the personnel that was there in 2017 and there that is not here now. It's possible we will not make the playoff. Teams are not going to look at this or going to look at this. Yeah, they are. It's possible. We got to play it out. Eagles got nobody because Jeffrey Lurie. Yeah, we haven't beat the Seahawks since Sean Alexander. Jeez, it's been that long. I am done watching them on TV. Everyone they play on national TV, they lose. Makes me look stupid. I feel you, David. King of Gaming, yo, Philly, just got notification Aguilar to XFL. I love it. I'll drive him there. Dude, you're a joke if you're praying for Aguilar to make the last second catch. I wasn't praying. I knew it was going to be dropped. But once again, it was pointed out that it was in his hands. We wasted all the good defense, Philly. Pittsburgh. Yeah, we did. Yeah, see, Dominic just is trolling. We signed a Jai. He's supposed to be playing. He didn't even get one snap, did he? Rest in peace, guys. You were screwed. See you next year. Yeah, that must be a Cowboy fan. And see, this is what Cowboy fans are going to do. They're going to act like they won a division. It's far from over. This whole thing. We got 460 people here. Please like, please subscribe, and thank you for being here. Yeah, I think a lot of receivers would have made that catch. Carson missed some throws. A 25% blame on him. Fair. But people are acting like Barron's just trying to blame him for everything because they want... Yeah, I agree. I think that you're right. Let's kill the movie. Don't kill nobody. I'm a Carson Wentz guy, but he was bad today. But this is on Howie bad. Personnel, coach bad. I agree with that. I will say that I thought Carson was bad too. I agree. I think he was. But there's also a lot of other blame to go around. There's a lot of problems on offense. It's just not him. You know? With all fairness, that was a hard ball to catch. It wasn't easy, but you got to make it. You know, we just think pretty simple. Yeah, we do. Dez to Eagle. I mean, Dez would be another problem. Yeah, of course Nitro's going to blame Carson. I could tell you that. Even if Carson hit everybody and then it was 4th down and Nelson Aguilar dropped the touchdown pass, he would still blame Carson. Do you think Doug made this offense around D-Jack? I think they really thought that they were going to use Deshaun and they were going to have a deep threat game. But the problem is they didn't have no security blanket for him. And then when you lose Alshon Jeffrey and he's hurt, and you're basically playing with a 50% Alshon every week and no Deshaun Jackson, you become one-dimensional. NCAA, I could, Zion, yeah. Eagles aren't making playoffs. Yeah, gonna lose next week and win most of the rest of the games. But we are done for. Well, what happens if we lose next week and win out? How Dez be a problem, y'all? Just don't want to win because Dez would be y'all's best. Dez would be, but to me, the problem is going to always be that you don't have speed. D-Jax was only here for one game, plenty of time to change. I mean, you saw what Deshaun Jackson and Alshon Healthy did. You know. Carson has happy feet several times, and he had a clean pocket, could have made a throw. I have to go look at it, talking about happy feet because I know he got beaten. I know there were a couple times he could have run, and he didn't. But some of the happy feet, I don't know. He took a beating. 2020 season, Eagles need to stop being. It's been like seeing Eagles need to stop being. It's been like seeing growing up as a fan. Yeah, I mean, look, it's right now things are tough. I get it. I mean, Dallas got division. We'll see. Mr. One Shot, One Chance. Thank you for the super chat. No playoff without adequate receivers. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. I don't even care about Dak. Eagles 2019 are two Eagles. They're worse than the Eagles. The Eagles 2016 receivers to me are better than this group. Trade Nelson Aguilar right now because him not being on a team wouldn't be any different. Well, you can't trade him because the trade deadline's passed. But I would, after this year, I would get rid of Nelson Aguilar. They played the chance. We did. We're gonna play you, Dallas. We're gonna get a shot at you. The fastest player they have, Nelson, he ran a 4.4. They might as well just sign J.J. Nelson and let him run. Well, J.J. Nelson can run deep routes. But, I mean, they didn't even sign him. I couldn't believe it. It is a tough loss, Steve. It's a frustrating loss because you felt like you could have won that game. Yeah, the Eagles' defense I have no problem with. Worst game for Wentz since last year at Saints. I think the Dallas game was his worst game of the year. This was bad. This wasn't good. But I think that Dallas game was the worst. I think since the Saints game. Let's point out the guys today who are played a little or not all. Avery, Ajayi, Ward Hall. Yeah. Even though I still don't understand why Arcega-Whiteside gets pulled after he makes a play. Defense can't play, offense not so much. Absolutely. Offense was bad. Wentz needs a big aggressive. He needs a fast speed receiver. Wentz played better in Dallas, you think? I don't think so. I think in Dallas he was pretty bad. I thought that was bad. I thought he was bad against Dallas. First half of Atlanta, he was bad. And those were the 3 games I say he was bad. First half Atlanta, the Dallas game, and this game this year. Those were the games he was bad. The other games, I don't think he was bad at all. I think he just gets a lot of blame. Eagles should sign Josh Huff. They won't do that. The roster needs a complete overhaul, top to bottom. On anyone over 29 needs to go. They need to get younger. I agree, Mark, and I hear that they're trying to sign all these 30-year-olds. Is it true Hollins hasn't caught a ball since September? I heard he has the 4th highest play time forwards. This is very true, Philly. Let's go deep. He's not even targeted. Antonio Brown, Zion. Give me Antonio. If our defensive backs hold on the ball, we get 3 picks. Yeah, that's true. Would the team play better if Howard played? Yeah, I think so. I can't believe we lost field goals in trick play. I know. This team doesn't click with Wentz. Well, the team around him has to go, not Wentz. That's the thing. They're not staying. He'll go. They'll go before him. Dude, I wish we could have talked Mike Wallace back into playing and got Gordon instead of Matthews. I agree. We blow so many games because we make so many goofy mistakes. We do. Can't catch a ball if the quarterback overthrows him all day. Yeah, but he didn't overthrow him all day. That's just unfair. You're just throwing it out there. There was a lot of drop passes. I can tell you off the top of my head of a bunch. So that's not totally true. Now, in the last drive, it's fair to say Carson he made some really bad throws. But yeah, Carson wasn't good. He didn't pull it out for us. He didn't step up or do anything amazing. And really, that's what we pretty much need. Wentz threw 3 high balls on the last drive. He did. Last drive was horrible. The one in Nelson that was high that went out of bounds, I'm glad that ball was high. But then, the Goddard pass, missed the Ertz couple. Yeah, unacceptable by Carson. I agree. Look at R. Wilson, Jackson. They have Lamar Jackson. Look at R. Wilson, Lamar Jackson. They have the will. They have the receivers too. Got to hand it to those Patriots. They played a pretty tough game. They always do. We're coming for you, Rob. Would you take Dez right now? I'd take a shot. Well, I mean, I kind of don't want any more Dallas Cowboy players. So you need to make some good luck charms so the Eagles can start winning. I have to think of something. Nelson did drop that pass. I agree. We're definitely beating Miami after Seattle. Yeah. Bad game for Carson. Fair enough. So what's next? What are we going to do? It's going to be interesting. See if we get some guys back. Will we get Alshon back? Or will we get Jordan Howard back? And what adjustments can they make? Carson has to play better next week. He was not good today. They need to let Wentz scramble and make plays. Well, yeah, they definitely should have rolled him out more. Enough excuse with this team just isn't talented enough. Yeah, but we got to play it out. I bet on the Pats spread -4, so I'm happy. I had -7. I had -7.5. I think I hit. I honestly think we need all new coaches. I think we need a new offensive coordinator. We just need a new offensive coordinator. A good offensive complement Schwartz very well. Yeah, I agree with that, Gotti. On a scale of 1 to 10, how scary is the Seahawks? 10. I'm not upset about the last drive. It's the third quarters we had to watch with no points upsetting. It was very frustrating. Don't even get me started on Aguilar. I know. Bonzology, wait. At this point, sign AB. I'll give it. Yes, I finally broke Bonzology down. Yes, sign AB. Am I happy with Wentz? Are you talking as a whole or for the game? I'm not happy with him this game. No, but as a whole, yeah, I think he's done. I think he's done pretty good for the most part. I really think he's got no receivers, but today he was not good. Wentz is not the problem. He has no faith in the wide receivers. Facts. Yeah, I agree with that. Dallas, I think you have to run right at him, and you have to get pressure on Prescott. You have no, you have nothing to lose with signing AB. So this loss is on Doug and the play calling. We got stop making excuses for Doug after Frank left. Yeah, I agree with that, Edgar. I agree with you. Let's send 13 North Korea. How he really lied to him. I mean, how? I mean, I think the Eagles dropped the ball by not doing anything but getting Matthews as a sign-in. That's all they did in the bye week. I thought that wasn't enough. If it wasn't for Ertz, Wentz would be an ordinary quarterback. I don't know. I mean, what great plays has Ertz made this year that's been so unbelievable that Carson is riding on his back? Doug is afraid to fire Mike. I don't know why. Play calling Doug Pierce. That's all you blame it on. There's a lot to blame it on. You can blame it on a lot of things. I blame the offensive coordinator, and in no order. I blame the offensive coordinator. I blame the quarterback. I blame the line. I blame the receivers. I mean, I think it's full bad. You know, they didn't even use it. They didn't use a giant once. When we lose, it's the blame game, and I hate it. Winning cures all. Yeah. Philly, you know I'm a diehard Philly fan, but I really think the organization gave up on this year. Well, I mean, I agree with you there. Because the truth of the matter is, I mean, they did nothing at the trade deadline. They did nothing at the trade deadline. Nick Gary gave up a big play, can't tackle. That was only, yeah, but he also came up with a couple plays. But that big 30-yard play killed us. I disagree. Last ball was hard to catch. Aguilar makes no adjustments to the ball in flight. That's an easy catch for D. Jackson. Yeah, look, yes. I agree that Nelson Aguilar cannot track a deep ball. And if he did, or he could, like Deshaun, that's a touchdown pass. I agree with you. I agree. The problem is that the passes leading up to that play, Carson threw some bad passes and put himself in a position to be in 4th and 10. So I get the people that blame him, but at the same time, yeah, you're right. He did deliver with a pass. I told you earlier this week, Patriots would beat the Eagles. Yeah, well, congratulations. What happened to Carson tonight? Carson didn't have a great game. The Eagles' defense is starting to play great, and now the offense complete garbage. Yeah, I thought this game was ours when we signed Ajayi, but we didn't use him. Calling people Foles wouldn't be winning. No, he would not. He would have the same problem. You know, we need to do better. Would Jordan Howard would have changed the outcome? I don't know if he would change the outcome. Maybe the Eagles wouldn't have gone away from the run so quick with Jordan Howard. Because I think that they did. They kind of got away from the run, and that started to hurt us. Ajayi has been out of football for over a year. He wouldn't have helped much. I don't think he would have changed the game. But it would have been nice to see him out there. You know? I mean, when you say we got these guys because they can play, I expect them to play. Doug like vanilla. Yeah, Doug wasn't good either. You know. I don't know who's making excuses for Wentz. I mean, I see what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. I literally just tell people over and over again, he didn't have a good game. He wasn't good. It wasn't his best game. He didn't play good. And it's like I'm still making excuses for him. I'm not going to blame him for every single problem because that's not fair. You know, Wentz lacks a killer instinct. Okay, prove it to me. Wentz held the ball too long, gave up the fumble in the first half. Yeah, bad to give up that fumble. Even though he didn't see the guy hit him, he can't fumble that. But I'll say this. I think a lot of the problems of him holding the ball are because there's nobody that can get open. Snap City, I agree with you. Our defense drops picks. We dropped at least 3. Wentz is in the declining. It's ridiculous. The Eagles should start losing so they can draft it better. Yeah, right. Eric Flowers. Wentz needs to curse out the whole offense. Yeah, he really does. This season is playing out because of what contracts got signed this season. Dallas should have never gave Zeke his money early. The Eagles should never give Wentz his money. Oh, I know. You got to sign your quarterback. You have to sign your franchise quarterback. I like the shave Philly. A out of boy. Okay, you like the shave? Thank you. Blame Sean Fitzpatrick. Dak Prescott is a talent, that a hero that you need. Nobody was open. Stop blaming it. Look, Wentz was not good. He's not the end-all, be-all. This game was not good. The last drive is my biggest issue with Wentz. Goddard dropped 3 balls in his hands, right through his hands. Do you think the Eagles could beat Seahawks? I do think they could beat the Seahawks, but I think it's going to be hard, you know? On our 95-yard touchdown drive, we ran the ball a lot, and Doug abandoned the run. Yeah, he did. Totally abandoned the rug. Receivers are jogging routes. Our receivers are not good. Oh, my God. Everyone shut up about Foles. He's average, and he was surrounded by an outstanding supporting cast and got hot. Doesn't fit our offense. Is unfair to Wentz. Thank you, biggest Mike. That's why I love you, buddy. Thank you. If nobody's open, get out of the pocket and throw the ball away. You don't have to take a sack for 4th year, $100 million. Well, I mean, I'd say put him out there, out of the pocket. Roll him out of the pocket. So, I mean, help him out with that. That's to me play calling, lack of creativity. At least, oh, I missed it. Where did it go? At least he's got that going for him of recently. I mean, his interceptions. Yeah, I have no problem with Carson as a whole. I have a problem with his play today, but not as a whole. Like I said, I can think of 3-4 games where he put you in a position to win and people just didn't come through. What do you feel about Colin Kaepernick's situation? I don't know. I think the guy should be able to have a chance to play. I mean, I don't understand why he can't play. I do think that the whole practice thing and they're going to try out, I think was all just public relations thing by the NFL that backfired. Need Foles was 3rd round pick. Why is everybody? I like Foles was a great. Well, Foles. I mean, what did Foles do today? Wentz needs to drink some pickle juice, maybe. Nick Foles ain't there to save you in time. We don't need him to save us in time. 904 caller. You do your thing with him. I know he's in 904 territory, so you go ahead. We need to play J-Train. We're going to see. I'm sure he will play. Eagles not stop giving snaps to our receivers who are not doing anything. Give other players opportunities. There's a chance we'll be better than the receivers. I agree. It's time to get Greg Ward a chance. Sorry for the lost 500. I pull for you and your team. Thank you, Jason D. We will bounce back. We will win out after Seattle. Hey, look, it's not over yet. Reich and Wentz MVP. They were a great combination. We needed Jordan Howard versus Patriots. Yeah, we did. I want to know some things about, by Doug. Mark Holmes drooling after Dak did today compared to Wentz. I know, but it all could backfire on him at any time. Think we win out Seattle? If we could win the Seattle game, I think we could win out. I think we could win out after the Seattle game, but if somehow we can win it, I'm okay. Do they realize Antonio Brown is the right move yet? No. I mean, it's the right move. It's ridiculous. Even Bonzology, my man, who's against me with it, is like, it's time. It is time. I think Jordan Howard will probably be. I love Carson, but this L is on him. Sorry. I'll put Carson. I'll give Carson 35% of the blame for today. 35, maybe 40%. I think that's fair. I think coaching I have to give some. Receivers I have to give some. Offensive coordinator, I give the rest. We're not getting no. We of course we're not getting Antonio Brown. It makes too much sense. Can the offense and defense ever play well together the same game? Hasn't happened all year. We are not beating. We are not beating Dallas. Stop playing. We'll see. Vegas wins big if Dallas wins next week. Number one, we'll pick Dallas. Them boys win that game. It's going to be a tough game versus New England. Defense played great, but not getting turnovers killed us. Yeah. Maybe we meant to win the Seahawks game, not to pay. Look, if we beat the Seahawks, if you said to me, who would you rather win, the Patriots or the Seahawks? I'll take the Seahawks game. But this is again, it scares me more. When we could do Nelson, it's like he sees the. I know. He can't track a deep ball. 3,500. Why didn't we go after Callaway? Well, I think he's suspended 10 games, but there's a lot of guys that they should have gone after. Guess Philly trying to make it first old team who wins Super Bowl. Yeah, I mean they got to get younger, you know. Hopefully we will win out, but I believe team go. We'll see. We're gonna see what happens. Reason why we lost 13 drop passes by both offense and defense. Was it 13 total drop passes today? Jeez. Defense did everything. I have no problem with the defense. It would have been nice if they pick off a couple of those balls. Malik Jackson, Deshaun Jackson have really heard. Yeah, it has. How he paid Wentz on speculation. You have to pay your franchise quarterback. What you got to do is you got to give your franchise quarterback some help. It's going to be the upset game next week. Dallas will beat Pat's screenshot. All right, we'll see. Sneaky feet, I got you, man. We should have 3 picks tonight. We should have. Fred X, yeah. They showed the statue of Foles and Scott Fulmer. I know. As soon as they showed the Foles statue, I said, oh, hell. It's all going to go bad. And I think that was the curse. We got 11 players taking up 75% of the cap. It's ridiculous. We got to get young. And they're talking about extending Lane, Ertz, and Malcolm Jenkins. Like 2 29-year-olds and a 31-year-old. I mean, at some point, you got to get younger. Where are you going to get younger at on this team? I don't get it. Oh, God, Fred Barnett, Calvin Williams. They will never sign AB because he has a character. Yeah, they're not going to sign him. I mean, why not? Wentz must return his salary? No. Call Freddie Mitchell. We need to beat the Seahawks. Yes. Eagles are not finished. Eagles got to move on from 2017. Switch things around. They do. They got to let some of these guys go. Yeah, Santa Claus. I need AB. It was a frustrating game. We can get younger in the draft if they can hit on their picks. Well, when do they do that? Eagles need speed on offense. Yes, Judy. Oh, give me Lamb. Yes, agreed. Foles has some good regular seasons on his chest. Give him some credit. I'm not gonna call the touchdown record holder a bum. I didn't call him a bum. Let's be honest. Wentz needs a lot of improvement. Wentz needs facts only. Spit facts only, please. He had a bad game today. He can improve, sure, but you got to give him help. 500, the obvious fumble that was blown dead would have been a change of momentum. If that was a fumble, I need to see if his knee wasn't down. Philly will not beat Seattle. It's Dallas division. We'll see. Wentz needs to throw better balls. He was not good down the stretch at some balls. He missed them. No doubt about it. That's fair. 500, I think Lane Johnson don't want to be here no more. He's best friends with the enemy, DeMarcus Lawrence. Then get rid of him. You know what I mean? Seriously. Get rid of everybody. 500, we just don't have enough to endure a really bad game. Huh? A really good game? Why don't we create a time machine, go back and get 25-year-old Jeremy Maclin and go further at Chris Carter? Now you're talking, Jay-Wade. No, someone else did. Oh, okay. Quarterbacks get way too much blame when the team loses and way too. Mike Allison, that is the most that is the most truthful statement or comment I might have read all year. It's the truth. They get too much blame and too much credit. It is absolutely the truth. You know? Kelvin Benjamin's like 500 pounds, I heard. Receivers who catch, not drop the ball. We need receivers. Problem is, Harry Roseman can only draft role players, no new stars. Sidney Jones, Dallas Goedert, Avante Max. Yeah, he can't, and he can't draft speed. He can't. He doesn't have an eye for receivers. Wentz is on a downhill slide. It's just ridiculous. Why did we sign Jai if we didn't play? I don't know. No, I don't think he's injured. I say Westbrook comes out of retirement 1 year. We need a receiver. Wentz must return his salary? Nah. Cowboys are 6-5 and they think they won a Super Bowl. I know. They think they won the division. It's like, my God, we got a lot of games left to play. Defense was perfect. Hollins and Nelson, let me read this, have been playing bad since week 2. Eagles should have promoted receivers, and I bet they would be starting over now. Agree, Real King. And I thought the most ridiculous thing was that you have Ortega-Whiteside make a beautiful catch, turn around, get up, and run off the sideline, and don't come back in the game. What the hell are we doing? Ocho Cinco, I'd take a chance on him. Dallas offense overrated, Patriots defense way overrated. Well, will be an overrated game next week. Roseman is good in trades and contract. Terrible drafting. Joe Douglas was the brains. Well, I've got issues with Joe Douglas's picks, to be honest with you. 3,500. Why don't we line up at the receiver so you can catch better than I'll catch it? I swear. These big ass mug hands will not drop no balls. I catch that Nelson Aguilar catch today. I promise you I catch that. If I can run down the field fast enough. He missed some throws on that last drive, though. Also, why do they still play Matt Collins? I'm getting pissed. He missed some throws. He wasn't good in the last drive. I think Carson, it's C, maybe even a C-. Not great. However, it is not the end-all, be-all reasons why we lost. There's a lot of other things going on. I bet you'd be able to catch one with it. I could. The Cowboys is going to lose against the Patriots next week. That's what I think. And the Bills Thanksgiving. We're going to win the next 2 games. There you go, Philly Ace. There you go. I love it. Eagles signed 501-year contract. He doesn't. I'll catch the ball, I promise. He doesn't have an eye for receivers or corners. He only hit 20 out of 48 picks, and only 3 became Pro Bowlers. And that's not good. Aguilar is a go wide receiver. He'll be good on another team. Yeah. Let him go to Dallas. Can Nelson Aguilar please play for the Cowboys next year? I promise you. He's great. Take him. You can have him. I'll laugh so hard at you guys. I can't stand Nelson Aguilar. I just can't wait till he's not on this team. He is up there with late Nate Allen. 2 guys I can't deal with. Can't blame Carson when every pass has to be perfect. When will they help him out and make plays? Exactly, Gary. Exactly. Cowboys win both of those games. They eat beefaroni provided team. They got to beat us again. The Cowboys got to beat us again. I thought Carson's arm sleeve was a tattoo sleeve. A lot of people thought that too, yeah. Dak is getting gifted gains from the refs. And yeah, you don't have to play Stafford. Let's trade Aguilar, 2025 7th rounder. I would take him for like a 2099. So I don't want Nelson Aguilar. You can have him. Eagles winning the NFC East. Anthony, there you go. Taku Chiondo. I don't know if I said that right or wrong. I don't know. But thank you for the super chat, buddy. He says, Cowboys still stink. Agreed, totally. 4,500, do you notice when we only go deep when we desperately need it? Yeah, and we only go deep with one guy. There's only one guy that goes deep, and that's Mr. I can't track the ball because I can't see. Nelson Aguilar. Nobody else. I mean, why not send Hollins deep? Why not send even Jordan Matthews? No receivers got open. No. Nelly is trash. Whoever think he's good need to find a team. Wentz still stinks? I don't agree. Eyes a little red there. Yeah, I'm cryo. Dak beat Stafford last year. Oh, he beat Stafford last year. I don't care what he did last year. Last year is last year. Nelson Aguilar reminds me of, you ever see Major League, the movie, and you had Wild Thing, and he couldn't hit the strike zone until they got him glasses? I swear to you, I think that's what Nelson Aguilar needs, contacts. Wentz is a better receiver than a quarterback? We have no receivers. I would trade Nelson for a used toilet brush. Me too, Bubba. They sent Hollins deep in his rookie year. I don't know why they don't even try it, Brandon. As a Cowboy fan, I think the division will come down to that final couple. It's going to. No matter what happens, that game versus Dallas, Eagles Dallas, is the division. And that is Carson Wentz's biggest career and his legacy and all those things. That's the game. It's going to come. Philly 500, shout out to you, my brother. Tough loss. I'm so frustrated with this team. Offense stinks and coaching was off. I agree, Leonard. Thank you, buddy. The fact that we're relying on a 32-year-old injury-prone wide receiver for speed on offense is ridiculous. Very true. And the fact that there was not an insurance policy is even worse. Then, on top of it, you could have gone out and made moves to bring somebody in, and they did none of it. Nelson, they need to stop having Nelson go deep balls. They need to have other players go deep balls. Nelson go. I agree. Eagles suck and their Super Bowl hopes are gone. 500, hold that L. All right, we'll see. Hey, 500, shout out to you, my brother. Tough loss. I'm so frustrated. Thank you, Leonard, man. I agree with you, buddy. Trade Nelson for a half-eaten bag of chips. I'd take an empty bag of chips. Cowboys legend for life. Come on, 500. You can't blame this game on Aguilar. No. I'm not blaming on Aguilar. As you probably missed my rant earlier, I don't think Carson was good. I think he came up small, and I think it's fair to criticize him. I don't put the whole thing on him. And, yeah, Nelson Aguilar stinks every week. So, I mean, that's never going to change. Brady was wonderful in the Super Bowl, but Foles defeated him. Today we played horrible, but Wentz couldn't beat him. We had two different teams. The 96 Eagles and Giants run the NFC East. Facts, you bum. Or because you tell them, J-Rock. Miles Sanders and Boston Scott got to be sent deep. I mean, you're talking about our receivers. Best receivers being running backs. DK Metcalf. Now, I have video of me during the draft live streaming, calling his name, wanting him. You know? I wish we could get rid of it. I don't think anybody wants him. What do you be saying on your intro about Howie? Oh, when he does a good move? What a move, Howie Roseman. 43440 dash for Anderson. I like it. You're my brother, Piff. I love you. Good luck next week. You too, man. Good luck. You guys got a tough game, my man. Good luck. I don't know why they keep putting Jason Peters out there, too. He gets hurt every week. I can't wait till Aguilar's gone, you know. Yeah, I disagree, Keith. You know, you got to remember, Carson's 26. It's still young. Still got to grow. Still got to get better. He's still got to get better, and he's not at a point yet where, you know, he's not Aaron Rodgers. He's not those guys. He's got to get better. There's no question. Today he wasn't good. Philly 500. Watch Aguilar go to a team next year, and he's free agent and be perfectly fine. Watch him lay up the Eagles starter if they play. Yeah, Brandon, I don't believe that'll happen. But I bet you if it does, it's going to be because he got contacts. Bears, Bills, and Rams are not good. No, they're not. 26 Wentz is 26. He's still young. 500, didn't you bet money that the Eagles will win the Super Bowl? Yeah, I put money on it, but not like big money. What a movement by Howie Roseman. That's right. It's no movement by Howie Roseman. They are wasting Wentz's career by not getting wide receivers. Yeah, well, Kaiser, I mean, that's the question I have going all season. Are you going to get receivers around the guy that he needs or not? 500 wants Nelson wants to go back to Cali. Let him. Doug Peterson and Carson Wentz are now 10-11 since the start of 2018. 8-8 in the last 16 games. Yeah. But, like, you know, you're putting too much stock in a guy coming back from a torn ACL and a broken back. I mean, you know, I don't know. The bowel movement was I hear you. I think Howie has adjusted to Douglas leaving. I don't know. You know, why do coach staff lie to us all the time? They always lie. They just need to cut Hollins and promote someone, sign some elite receivers. The only ones they have are hurt. Howie messed up a trade deadline. Still, yeah, I agree. The really king. You're right. You refuse to just say he stunk it up. Always saying he didn't play well or he wasn't good. I don't. So let me get this straight. So for me must have said about 50 times that he wasn't good, that he didn't have a good game, that he didn't play well, because I didn't say he stunk it up, which I think I did. Especially a couple times I said on that last drive he stunk it up. You think I'm protecting him? I mean, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. You guys, too many people do it. If you don't totally trash a guy, you totally don't burn him alive, then it's not good enough for some people. The guy was not good today. He stunk it up. He stunk it up. But he's not the only person that stunk it up. There's a lot of blame to go around. Why can't people call it fair? You say I don't call it fair. I say he stunk it up. But nobody can talk about anybody else but him. Why aren't the Eagles running legal picks? They don't know how to scheme guys open. You know? The team is old pretty much every position. Reminds me of the Phillies after we won the World Series. Paid all the old players. That's exactly what it reminds me of, too. You know, exactly. Who is a better arm, Mahomes or Mahomes? Mahomes has one of the best arms I've seen in a long time. So what's to fix the Eagles? Eagles they gotta change a lot. Nelson and Hollins both suck. Wouldn't be surprised if neither picked up. Obviously, yeah, I agree. Nelson has no trade value. He has nothing. Wentz had Sanders open as several screens and a lot of green grass. Well, and that's on him then. He's going to have to watch that tape and eat it, because there were times where he had guys and he just missed them. And Carson deserves criticism for that. This game looked like our game last year against the Saints, where we go ham in the beginning and then we just couldn't do anything. Yeah, you mean the playoff game, yeah. AJ Green next season, I don't care about his age. Philly, the amount of hate against Carson Wentz is crazy. I'm a Wentz fan, and today he wasn't good, but he had a bad game. But it's not only his fault. There are a lot of blame. Yeah, I agree, Leonard. That's how I feel. But unless I totally trash the guy, people are not going to be happy. They want blood. They want blood. But I can't give it to them. I can't do it. See, here you go. Here's John, right? Stop making excuses for Cheeto Wentz. No one can stand him. You see what I'm saying? The guy's sitting at his Folesian Society meeting on the microphone, and I'm hearing this. Why am I hearing it from the Folesian Society? I don't get it. Carson got hit all game. You know, Carson wasn't good today. What do you want from me? I can't say he was good. He wasn't. But my God, either were a lot of other parts of this offense. So don't defend yourself about Wentz. You call when he plays well and he does not. I know. I tried, Brad. Fluffy, can you see my... I see it, Andrew. Didn't the Eagles lose to the Lions? Yeah, we did. That was a bad loss. And that was a loss where people blame Carson. I thought he really didn't deserve any blame for that. The only position that we have youth is at running back at corner. Yeah, true. Foles was god-awful today, too. Yeah, Foles was bad, too. They just don't like Carson. They drop the passes on purpose. Well, then they need to go, right? We need deep threats, big time. Hey, Philly, your honest opinion on Dak, elite. Elite, like, when you say elite, I think Aaron Rodgers, I think Russell Wilson. I think he's a tier below that. But I think he's a Pro Bowler. Wentz trolls are just playing. Wentz haters come out. Wentz had an okay pass to Nelson for, yeah, it was in my opinion, he's got to make the catch. It's the whole team, OTs, the whole team slamming both fists down on the table. Yeah, I agree, Fly Eagles Fly. Play calling was horrendous today. Can I see Nelson doing somewhere and being good? I can't. I can't see it. Not unless he gets glasses. How do we replace the entire receiving core in the upcoming offseason? Keep in mind the draft. You can't. I don't think you can. You have to, because you've guaranteed Alshon's salary. You've signed Deshaun Jackson. So you have to get lucky and trade. Now you're going to lose Aguilar. Maybe you get rid of Mac Hollins. I mean, you could upgrade it, though, significantly. 3 of Dak's picks were off Hail Mary. I don't care. Dak. I'll say that our defense looked good. Our defense was fine. I have no issue with the defense. Hey, Philly 500, what do you think of the Eagles' offense should do next week versus Seattle? Run the ball. Get Jordan Howard back. Run the ball. I'm not a lie. The Seahawks scare me more. Dak is good, but still rather have Wentz. His playmakers are hurt. Take Cooper, Gallup. Oh, give Carson, Gallup, and Cooper. Yes, play calling was horrible. We gave this game up, handed to them. We just got away from the run. I don't understand that at all. You know? Edelman threw for a touchdown. Yeah, we have a lot of draft picks. We need to draft speed. One wide receiver, speed, cornerback early. Yeah, we need speed on this team. Eagles need a new offensive coordinator plus receiving. They need to revamp this offense. They need to become a vertical type. Like, I really would pluck somebody out of the Kansas City Chiefs organization. Somebody up, one of their coordinators who maybe deserve an offensive coordinator spot, that know that vertical game that they play. That's the kind of guy I would bring in. He could win with any help. Yeah, well, that's not realistic, Keith. Playmakers, we don't have. I'm about to start watching college receivers, and I'll see what choosing. I hear you, Fly 23. Mike Kafka. Yes, you have speed and Aguilar. The problem is it's like a chicken running with his head cut off. He doesn't know where the ball is in the air. He's got speed, but he can't track anything. You know? Man, I'm sorry if I'm missing some of these. Which Patriots stood out the most to you today? I'll go with Edelman. I'll give it to Edelman. I mean that touchdown pass was great. We always talk about the medical staff because it just crazy. You got a vertical quarterback. That's the thing. I knew we'd lose, but not this way. Nitro Freak, what's up, man? You here to blame Carson? Yeah, it was a horrible loss, and I'm scared. I would say if I thought we lose, I thought it'd be something like this. It'd be something with the offense. The offense sucks. Carson was not good. The whole offense was not good, and it's they got big problems on offense, and this is not going to stop. I don't think that they have the coaches to stop it. Cowboys United, thank you for the super chat, buddy. I appreciate it. Your honest opinion on next week's game, Cowboys. Cowboys United, thank you so much. You got a shot because you can score points. I think Dallas has a chance because you can put points on the board. You could throw the ball, and you can run the ball. They got a good defense, but I think if you score 27 or more points, you win. Jason Peters needs to retire. I honestly don't know what this team is right now. We're going to find out in the next few weeks. Right now, I think they're a team that is a borderline playoff team, maybe can win a division, win a playoff game, and that's about it, at most. We need to have a picket fence outside saying, get rid of those. Yeah, he's gone at the end of the year. Has no one realized that Carson has really only thrown one pick? He's thrown to prove a point this season, only 3 picks. Yeah, he doesn't throw many. I knew Reich was a bad loss for us. Reich was... He killed Andy Filippo. I mean, we lost both those guys at the same time. 3,500. I have a tough question for you. Who has better hands, Nelly or Hollins? Oh my God, that may be the toughest question. I'm gonna say Hollins has better hands. Seahawks scare me. And if I'm missing some of these, I'm sorry. Mike Kafka, he's the quarterback coach for the Chiefs. Is he really? I remember him, but I didn't know he was the quarterback coach. I would look. I mean, look, sometimes guys like that turn into good coordinators. Yes, Nelson Aguilar. I want him on Dallas. I was at the game. I had a lot of fun. It was my first football game. I'm surprised we kept us the best team in the league. Tails Master, shout out to you, man. I'm glad that you got to go. I'm glad you had fun. Yeah, Whiteside needs more reps. He makes a great catch. They pull him. I don't get it. Dak has to do it all by himself. Neither run game is weak at defense. Well, he's got weapons, though. Philly below 500. Yeah, Keith, enjoy it. Cowboys getting killed by Patriots. We're going to see. Nelson just dropped his eyes at his front door. Whiteside definitely needs more reps. Seattle's going to be... Seattle scares me, man. See, I don't think we match up well with Seattle. Yeah, Gronk is making an announcement. Why they say we go... What does that say? Oh, man. Why do they say we go to the divisional round? I mean, I think we could, but we got to win out. Truth is the Eagles and the Cow Turds are equally mediocre. It's very true. Arcega-Whiteside needs more reps. He should be playing over Hollins. Hollins should get cut. There's still receivers out there. I agree. The real L. King. Totally agree with you. Totally agree. Philly, let's go. And so did Brady yet. Let's go. And so did Brady yet. He got the W. He got the W. Thought we were going to pound some ass today. Whiteside needed to start next week. Cut J-Mac next week. They would love Nelson. Yeah, he should wait. Seattle's going to be tough, especially if we don't have Alshon and Jordan Howard. I know. Nelson is probably only good catching their footballs. Yeah. Dallas Cowboy, what's up, buddy? So, we've been going over an hour. I'm going to end this in about 5 minutes. So, end this in about 5 minutes. And, yeah, I appreciate everybody being here. Unfortunately, I wish we could be smoking stogies tonight. And it ain't going to happen. Gronk is going to go back to New England. I have better hands than Nelson Aguilar. I'm 6 foot 140 in wrist and back. I'm still tracking, catching. Yes, you are. And Facebook, sign him to a contract, please, somebody. Give you Trubisky. You want him? Really? You're smoking some stogies? I'm not smoking any stogies. I'm too depressed. Nelson would find a way to drop the ball, even if it was drenching. He would. I agree. Cowboys likely win all the stats, but lose because their defense will not be able to. The defense doesn't look good. I mean, Driscoll, if that is his name, Driscoll, he tore that defense up. No, Wentz can't trust those receivers. No, I agree with that. Look at KJ Hamler, wide receiver for Penn State, Denzel Mims from Baylor, Devontae Smith from Bama. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be hopefully not studying draft picks soon. Hopefully we got a couple weeks. Another great job, 500. Thank you for your work. Thank you, buddy. Nelson can catch the famous Popeye's chicken sandwich. Trubisky whiskey. Yeah, I didn't really sing too much today. So thank you for the live chat. Thank you. I appreciate that. Ah, man. Look, all I can say is that I know it's a frustrating loss. I know it was a bad loss. I know Carson didn't play good. I know the offense didn't play good. I know the coaches didn't. We let a team off the hook we could have beat if we just played up to our potential. But one thing you shouldn't think is that it's over, that we can't win, that the season's up. It's far from over. Far from over. Am I watching the late game? Yeah, I'll watch a little bit of it, but I'll probably go, get done. Probably go talk to a wife and the kids, see what's going on for dinner, all those kind of things. 500, you're the only Philly fan I consider human. Thank you, Keith. A lot of us are human, but thank you. Philly, much love, brother. Thank you. Wentz holding the ball too long, and because the wide receivers don't have chemistry. Wentz held the ball too long. And to the Folesian Society members, I will say this again. I thought Carson stunk it up, especially in the last drive. I don't think he was good. He was far from the only problem. It's all connected. I was nervous for this game against the Patriots, Philly, and now I'm even more nervous and anxious of Seattle Seahawks. I'm very nervous about the Seahawks game, and I got a 9-hour drive after that game's over, to Vegas. I do not want to be miserable driving. We got to find a way to win that game. We got to find a way to win that game. It's not over yet. It's not over. You gotta come back, And look, when guys like Carson and guys have bad games, it's about how you respond to it. How are they going to respond to it? That's what matters. And we're going to have to see. At the game, what a waste of money. A plane ticket. This team sucks. I'm going to watch Eagles anymore until they get back to Super Bowl. That's it from me. 20,000 in 2019, I've been watching. I had enough. I hear you. If we just start tanking, even if you tank and lose out, what are you going to be picking? 11 or 12? You're not even going to get a top 10 pick. All right, Bonzology. I'll see you later. Philly, I'm out. See you next week. Okay, guys. All right, everybody. I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you so much for all the mods, all the super chats, everybody that hung out with me today. Horrible, frustrating loss, but you guys still made it fun. And look, we're going to do this thing again next week, and hopefully we can rebound. With that said, take care. Talk to you later. And don't be a dingbat.